This conference will now be recorded.
From the basic concepts, Okta users and groups. Then we will move to universal directory concepts. We will set up some rules. We will go through all the tabs and options, whatever is there in Okta, and we will talk about the administrator and all. Then we will talk about the MFA, SAML, OIDC as well. We will also cover like end user support. We will also take care of the how to operate the ticket and work with Okta support and our and take care of the troubleshooting part as well. And yeah, pretty much this is the document you can go through. These are the we will also take care of the rules and the policies and application onboarding, and these are all the topics which we will be covering, and mostly it will be a practical session. And in this session you will be setting up your own environment, your own Okta environment and your own Active Directory. You will be managing that so that you will have the clear understanding how the production in the real world works. So today I was just going to show you. Yeah, I just prepared a little slide for you. So today we will be covering few basic concepts, okay, so that you all will have understanding what Okta is and how it works. So in Okta, as we all know, it's actually a vendor who provide the identity as a service. And if we talk about the IDaaS, what is IDaaS? It's all about it's a concept to provide the authentication and authorization of the users over the cloud is an IDaaS. To understand it better, let's discuss this first. So in the computer, in the IT world, we normally use a terminology which is called digital identity. Basically, identity is anything is a fact which represent who you are. And in the IT world, in the computer systems, it becomes digital identity. It's very much similar like your PAN card, your driving license, your Aadhaar card, or your US whatever document is there to you know recognize you. So the digital identity is a body of the information which represent you, and it's about the individual, organization, or electronic device that exists online. So it basically contains your details like your date of birth, your username, password, your means social security number, like the unique identity which represent who you are. That's called digital identity. Okay. And in Okta, the concept to authenticate and authorize the user over the cloud is IDaaS. Identity as a service is a concept which is used by the Okta and ping identity and one login. But Okta is nowadays a leading partner which is using these concepts. And if we talk about the identity, if you guys have any doubts, or if I miss something, and if you want to ask something, just go through and you can just go and ask me. That's not an issue. Okay, guys. Okay.
Sure.
Okay, it's better to unmute. That's fine. It's not a corporate meeting. That's fine. So there are couple of concepts which we need to understand uh, if we want to dig more into Okta. There is one, authentication and authorization. Authentication, as we all know, that it's a process which represents who you are. Like when you are logging into a desktop, or while you are entering into an building, you will be asked that are you a employee of this company, or while logging into a system you need to provide credentials, login ID and password. That's authentication. And authorization is something like, it refers what you do, like what kind of accesses do you have on that system, like on our company laptops or our corporate laptops. We don't have the admin rights, but on our personal laptops, when we log in with our credentials, we have all the admin rights, so that we can uninstall and install any kind of software. But we can't do that the same in our corporate laptops. The same thing is doing is performed when you enter any building. You are allowed to enter one ODC, and you are not allowed to enter any other ODC, like where ODC is referred where your project, all the team members is sitting. So in certain areas you have the access, in certain areas you don't have the access. So that kind of uh, you know scenario is called authorization. So authentication and authorization both goes along in Okta. And uh, Okta itself is providing both these services. If you go through this definition again, it's just giving the same. Okta is doing the same thing. It's authenticating the users. It's also authorizing the users over the cloud. It's that is called identity as a service. And Okta nowadays leading in that. All the other vendors are as well there, like Ping and One Identity, AWS, and so Azure as well. And everyone is in competition, but Okta is leading, so that's why everyone is going into in trying to get into Okta and learn the stuff and all. So far, do you have any not questions, guys? Hello.
So I basically have a question regarding uh, the whole this program structure, not specific to Okta, but this is the program structure or training.
Okay, yeah, please go ahead.
So daily, how much time we are planning to cover, and what will be the total duration of the this whole course?
Okay, so basically, I daily I will try to make 2 hours session. If we have these number of people, it might take some time. Someone is doing something, and everybody will not be on the same page every time. But yeah, it will be a 2 hours session, daily session. And then timings in EST zone. All right, timings we can decide. You tell me. It's if it works, we can do it on like if 6 a.m. EST if works for you. You can tell me.
And how
Are you-
long And how long this duration would be? Like 2 hours, like a week, 2 weeks?
Yeah, oh, sorry, 2 hours a day, and it will be around 20 20-hour program. Like you can count 10 12 days, 10 12 12 yeah, 10 12 days it will be, covered.
And sorry, and this is covering that professional exam or administrator exam, like this course.
This course will actually give you the practical exposure for professional and the administrator as well. But yeah, for the study material, you need to go to the Okta certification module and all. I can provide you the on the topics.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, idea is like, at least my idea is to have like a administrative certification
Yeah,
after this.
that's what I'm saying. I'm not only focusing on the certification part. I am trying to give you that kind of exposure, so that you can simply go ahead and say that I have experience of working in Okta. It's going in any organization in the interview and saying that I have the certification will not get you job, but will get you job if you show them that, look, I know how to integrate application, I know how to do stuff. That will get you the job. Certification will never get you the job. When I entered the market, I was a newcomer. I was not even aware of uh, more so much about Okta, but I knew how to do stuff. I know how to run the business. That's what that's why I get the job. So the reason I'm saying it, I'm telling it from my experience. But that's up to you.
No, that's good. No, that's main thing. But just want to make sure that after this training, we will be able to have that capacity to appear for administrative exam also.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. After this course, you will be able to go for the administrator exam and professional so easily. Yeah, but yeah, for exam, you need to brush things a little more. Exactly, because in the exam you need to make sure the terminologies and all are there in your mind. That's all.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Any other question?
Hi, this is Srinivas. Actually, I have a question. Like, once we finish the course,
Sorry, Srinivas, we lost you.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, sorry. Once we finish this course, so do I need to learn any other IAM technology or PAM technology to get a job,
No.
or just
The reason I'm saying Okta is itself is self-reliant. If you know the stuff in what need to be done in Okta, that's itself is very much to get you a job.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, I guess we can move a little ahead. This is covered. Okay. So benefits. Let's go through a little bit about the benefits of the IDaaS. The benefit of IDaaS, and you can say benefit of using Okta. Why everyone is moving to Okta, or all of the sudden everyone is going crazy to onboard all the applications in Okta and go to the single sign-on. Everybody is doing that. Why is that? There is a reason. It reduces labor cost, and it provides access control, and it provides easy access control. What that means, it's interface of Okta, it's very easy to navigate, and it's provide provisioning features. Provisioning features means if there is an user in application, that can be imported into Okta and vice versa, like Okta to application as well. That's called the provisioning. You don't need to create or manage the users manually like you do in other technologies. And it supports like so many protocols like SAML, OpenID, Connect, and Auth, which we will be learning in future. Then it provides some multi-factor, two-factor authentication, which are nowadays very popular. Every application is using, every website is using, every even Gmail is also using uh, two-factor authentication. Then it helps to protect credentials and data on mobile devices. That's the main very important thing which Okta does. And it also simplifies the identity management tasks. Like identity management tasks are like assigning users some checklets and unassigning them and managing their roles and all. And most importantly, it support provisioning for on-premises applications and SaaS applications. SaaS are the cloud applications, which nowadays all the applications, whatever the applications are developed are SaaS applications, and on-premises applications are which were we were using till date, or you can say from the past few years. Okay, so are we clear with this? Hello?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so with Okta, if we talk about our benefits, that itself define what Okta is. Okta, till now, you know what it's a solution, IDaaS solution, and it runs over the cloud platform and compatible with on-premises applications. Like it support both the application on premises and the cloud application. It support both. That makes Okta very popular, and it connects any person with any application on any device. Like you can access your uh, workday application from your mobile, from your laptop, from your from your company laptop, from your personal laptop, from your tablet, from your so many name any device. That's the motto of the Okta. And it provides these features like single sign-on, lifecycle management, multi-factor authentication, universal directory. And we will be going through these one by one today. And just let me know if you have any questions. Okay, so if we talk about the universal directory, this is one of the very great feature of Okta. Sorry. So universal directory is itself, as its name suggests, it's a directory which stores unlimited amount of users and attribute data from the apps and other resources. Like, are you familiar with the Active Directory, guys? If any of one?
Yes.
Yeah. So in Active Directory, what is stored? Our user accounts, right? Our groups, our group policies, right?
Mhm.
So the same concept Okta have developed. It's just called universal directory. In universal directory, we can create our own users, we can create our own groups, we can store them, like we can create profiles. So it's almost similar to the Active Directory. All right. It securely store users and passwords, and its password policies, and it also store group-based password policies as well. Uh, a little, disturbance is coming. I'm not sure from here. It's better now. Thank you. Okay, so in the universal directory, there are mainly two types of uh, we can things. One is users and groups. There are three types of users. One is AD mastered. As the name suggests, types of users are AD mastered is the users which are imported from the Active Directory into Okta. From Active Directory to Okta are called AD mastered. Then comes the Okta mastered. Okta mastered users are the users which are created in Okta only. And application mastered users are which are created in a particular application and then imported into Okta. Clear, guys? Or if you have any questions or doubts, because today I am focusing on the few concepts so that when we log in into Okta now, when we start working, you will quickly grab the things like, okay, this is AD mastered group, this is Okta mastered user. So that those things will help eventually. All right.
So basically, AD masters are the person or user imported from Active Directory.
Yes. We will be integrating the Active Directory with Okta, so that the users we have in Active Directory are also visible in Okta, so that those users AD users will also be able to log into Okta and access all the applications. All right. Okay, the same way there are types of groups as well. There are some native Okta groups, Active Directory groups, and application groups. Okay, so native Okta groups are the groups which we have created in Okta only. Okay, and then comes the AD groups, the groups which we have imported from Active Directory, and application groups which we have imported from application. All right. Then comes another very popular feature, that is multi-factor authentication, which Okta provides, and it's, trust me, it's very much the most famous or popular feature of Okta nowadays. So what it do, multi-factor authentication is adding an additional layer of security to during uh, during accessing any application in Okta. So what it will do when you log into the Okta, it will and you click on the application, but it will fetch your device type, like if you're logging into laptop or mobile or tablet, whatever it is, and your location, your identity is your username. You can take your username or email ID, whatever it is, and your IP address. It will take that, and then it will send it out, and it will ask, and it will send it out an additional notification to your registered device, whatever device you have registered for the MFA. It will ask you, like, see, this is the person is trying to access this application or trying to log into Okta. Are you allowing? And once you acknowledge that, yeah, this is me only, then only it will provide access. So that even though someone gets your credentials and he's able to log in to the Okta, and whenever he's trying to access that application, it will still need that he should have your mobile as well to get access to that application. That's the main motto of multi-factor. And there are so many ways to set up the multi-factor, which we will learn. So far, are we good?
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
So you said AD users, right? So
Yeah.
is that AD users is going to copy it from Active Directory to Okta?
It's not like copied.
Okay.
We will be importing them.
I mean, it means you're gonna store in Okta.
Yeah. We will be seeing those users in Okta.
Okay.
Same
So
attributes, whatever value you will set in AD, you will be seeing the same as in Okta.
Okay.
Right?
So some
Okay.
organizations
So
is they are not ready to share, their users to the third-party vendor, right? So in that
it's not.
situation, how Okta is going to work?
Okay. Give me an example. Right? Third-party vendor means.
I mean, Okta is like cloud-based technology, right? So how suppose say for example a government organization. So like if they wanted to implement Okta in their organization, so it is completely in the cloud, right? So the government organization, they are not ready to share their user information to Okta.
Over the cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is that is something which depends on company to company. But again, if any company is want to use Okta, they have to import their user in Okta. Otherwise they will their AD users will not be able to access Okta features. How will they will be able to log into Octa Dashboard and access the applications if they are not ready to integrate the AD?
Okay, correct. So they have to have, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's not something like it's over the cloud and it's not secure. Security is the topmost priority of Okta. So that's why every company is moving to Okta. Otherwise, nowadays everyone is so smart. They don't rely on things very easily.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So security is topmost priority for Okta, and for the security only, they are introducing these kind of features like MFA and nowadays device trust, and you might have seen you might have heard about the desktop SSO, IWA, and so on. There are so many features they are introducing to enhance the security itself.
Okay.
So it's basically providing the security over the cloud. It is securing your identity. So Yeah, so they just they have to actually integrate to answer your question.
Okay, thank you.
All right. All right. So the next part is, sorry, the next feature which Okta provides is the lifecycle management. Lifecycle management itself is self-explanatory as its names. It automates the entire process of employee's journey in the company, and it actually save times and increase security. And how it does, as this diagram suggests, whenever a new employee joins, we don't need to go to their account and provide access to certain applications. Like three applications are there which every employee need. We don't need to do that for every user. So in Okta, it it will provision those applications automatically, and then it will enforce. Enforce means it will then, if any user need to if that user need access to any further applications, he can always request. Like if I want to have access for the want to get access for the box application, I can simply go ahead and place the request in Okta and get that application title in our sorry in my dashboard. So then over the time, it will get the access and the accesses will be removed, and the day it will be his last day in the organization, his all the accesses he have in the company, they will be deactivated automatically. You don't need to do a thing. That's a feature which provide Okta. All right, guys. Are we clear?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, then let's learn a little bit about the SSO. SSO is, as the name suggests, single sign-on. You don't need to remember the password for all the applications. In single sign-on feature, you just need to remember one password for Okta, and then you will be able to good to go to access all the applications with that password only. All right, and this is the network where all the applications resides. And okay, let me go and give you a little insight of the Okta environment. Have you ever you have seen the Okta dashboard, right? How it works? Hello.
No.
Okay, let me show you how it.
I think it's not a free, right?
Hmm?
Is it a free?
Yeah,
I mean,
no, it's not free. I'm just logging into.
okay, you're okay. Got it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to showcase how it works. See, this is how we log into Okta, and this is a preview environment. Okay, and these are all the applications which I was talking about. Okay, and if we click, we will be just logged in. I don't need to enter the password for this application. All right. So this is the single sign-on. This is Okta Dashboard. These are all the applications, and we will be configuring these. We will be setting this up. Okay. All right. So let's quickly go to. There are two protocols. One is SWA and one is SAML. So most importantly, SAML is there, and which is the secure standard protocol for single sign-on, and it's a very tried and tested protocol, you can say, and it provides IDP initiated flow and it supports SP initiated flow as well, which we will be eventually discuss later. And yeah, I guess that's it for the slides. Now you can go ahead and ask if you want to ask anything and anything about the course, and if you have any questions.
I have a quick question. Like initially, somebody asked about Octa development, right? So
yeah,
just can you explain a little bit, like what Octa developer do and what Octa administrator do?
yeah, definitely. Okay, so what Okta admin do is what I do take care of it. Okta admin mostly take care of the application onboarding, AD integration part, user management, provisioning, like, and reporting and implementing policies. But in the development part, it's more into the coding part, and you need to develop. You can customize your environment. That's something into development part. In administration, you can use the your Okta environment, whatever Okta is providing. But in the development, you can customize your environment. That's what development is for.
So is there
But
any specific language do we need to use in Okta?
Actually, there are few, not only one language. You can go to developer.okta.com. There are actually so many languages. I am, frankly speaking, I'm not into development, so that's why I am not very much into it. But yeah, there are very few languages which you need to take care. Yeah, see, you need to learn almost 5-6 languages. Yeah, Python was there, I know. Java, Python, yeah, these are all the languages which you need to understand.
Okay, you can use any one of these languages, right?
Yeah, for the front end and mobile, like I was saying now, we can customize our Okta. We can customize our Okta environment front end with these languages. If we want to customize our server side, we can use these languages. It depends in what domain you want to go in development as well. This is how things. Yeah.
Isn't that development is minimum, right? That's what Okta is trying, right? Like everything is on as a product. So they provide you everything, like from like a front end screen to the authentication and all that. So what really developer role would be like apart, like if Okta is going to manage everything?
So in development part, it's more about managing the APIs and create creating the custom rules in Okta. Whatever, let me give you an example. if we want to fetch and report in Okta from admin console, there are few restrictions. Like we can do that only. Like we can only fetch the limited remote reports. But if we go to the development part, you can customize the things and you can call the APIs, and then you can fetch any report you want. That comes into development and part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question is like, as you said, like, this is a cloud-based technology, right? So like, if you develop a code and do we need to send somebody to install that code, like for mobile, like that, for iOS and Android? So we need to send a code to Apple, right? So is it going to be like that? Any idea on that?
Sorry, sorry about that, because I am totally into administration part only, and this training is
Okay.
only for the Okta admin or Okta professionals only.
Okay.
And if you're looking for the development, that's not, will be covered, frankly speaking.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Because the development part comes eventually. If you want to go into development, you have to have covered the professional and admin. If you go to the certification part, if you go to the certification as well, you have to complete the Okta professional and admin to go for the development. So that's why I was saying that if you are new to the Okta, you should go for the admin first and spend some time in administration, and then if you're good with coding, then it's a very, very good platform to then jump to Okta development. But yeah, firstly you need to focus on administrator. Okay, yeah, here we have quick question. Frankly speaking, it's hiring for both, but it depends on the requirement right now. But yeah, as I can get the calls, or if I talk about myself, it's more I'm getting the calls as per my profile, like admin. All right, so guys, if you okay, if you want to discuss about the timing, then that's fine, or whatever way. Danu, you can check whatever the timing suits with them. Danu, are you there?
Yeah, Jatin.
Yeah, you can take it from here.
Yeah, sure, Jatin. Yeah, thank you, Jatin. Hello, guys. Do you have any questions?
No, I think I'm good. Regarding timing, I think this link was sent by Sukumar. Like I will check with Sukumar also on the timing.
Yeah, sure. I will check with him.
Yeah, we'll check with Sukumar on that, and we'll let you know. But I think Sukumar and me both will work out the timing, for at least from me and him. And I guess we'll check with him. But it's a 2 hour per day, right? So we have to figure out like Eastern time. What would be your time also, like available?